This video is sponsored by War Robots, the tactical 6v6 multiplayer game. With a heavy hand and strategy, this robot battle is decided by the ones with the most skill and strategic mindset. Each robot offers an entirely different means of play in this fully realized 3D battle arena, and with over 70 million players, the skill ceiling seems even too high to reach. Start playing War Robots and be greeted by a thriving community gifted with consistent content updates, maps, and game modes. Install War Robots and I will get you a free Vityaz robot, 1 Thunder weapon, 2 Pinata weapons, 100 gold, and 400,000 silver. Play War Robots today. Jungle Inferno launched on October 20th of 2017, and in the lead-up, the major facet of the update most discussed were the confirmed competitive changes and how they could possibly improve not only the popularity of competitive TF2, but Team Fortress 2 as a whole. As I'm sure everyone knows by now, the competitive changes did not ship, and according to Jill, it was because they wanted to wait until they were polished and ready. A little over 5 months later, not only the competitive changes are here, but also a balance patch rivaling Jungle Inferno's, along with a cosmetic case and many other major improvements, making this the best spring cleaning update Team Fortress 2 has ever seen. So let's take a step back for a moment and focus on the central point of this update: the competitive changes. Ranks are now based on the Glyco system, as seen in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. The 18 previous ranks are now condensed into 5, the first of 4 being split into 3 individual ranks, a total of 13. Mercenary, Contract Killer, Executioner, Expert Assassin, and Death Merchant. This update starts everyone over as unranked players, requiring 10 placement matches in order to find your true starting rank. At the same time, Casual has received similar improvements, including a hidden Glyco rating to match players as similar skill, as well as adding the Lost 4 maps: CTF Sawmill and Well, CP5 Gorge, and CTF Foundry from Manpower. You can now queue for multiple things at once, meaning competitive can be queued for while playing casual, man versus machine, or even community servers, with the longer queue still occurring in the background. The HUD was actually made for this. As stated, this update also pushed 10 total weapons being rebalanced, with half going directly to the Pyro and being essentially a second Pyro overhaul. So let's go over this quickly. Flamethrowers now have ramp up based on aim. However, initial DPS is halved, so the total max damage stays the same. Dragon Fury's ball has been reduced by 25% in size and now requires a central shot to be able to have a bonus. The Gas Passer had man versus machine changes, which has more to do with something we'll talk about later, and the Extinguisher mini crits burning targets and killing blows award a speed boost. However, the hit extinguishes the victim. The Thermal Thruster's holster time was reduced, and the Sydney Sleeper no longer has an explosion of Girardi, and scoped headshots now mini crit and reduce the Girardi cooldown. The Short Circuit was redesigned to produce a projectile destroying ball that costs 65 metal. The Pocket Pistol now heals maximum of 3 instead of 7 on hit. The Panic Attack reduces its worst spread by 40% and damage penalty by 20%, and the Atomizer had a bug fix. 53 total bug fixes were added into this update. 15 addeds, including RGB sliders for damage text, and 16 updateds, including the last point revamp on Mercenary Park and a return of automatic auto balance. While digging through the files, a few things of course were found, including the Energy's new Power Ball having its own individual class in the code, and during development it was called both a Mechanical Arm Orb and a Lightning Ball, along with a single string asking, "Should ball touch? Should ball touch?" Blue versions of the training class props were added, along with many references to man versus machine, although mostly related to HUD code, along with actually Arena HUD being updated as well, so stuff might be happening there. The friends list is my favorite part of this update. Instead of listing every friend that you have on Steam, it only lists the friends playing TF2, and they actually go into some nice detail on what each friend is doing at the time. Since the initial update, 3 more patches have shipped, including fixing many bugs introduced, including that flying scouts taking to the skies thing, and fixing the JoJo hat to actually be decent. And that is pretty much the best spring cleaning TF2 update that we've ever seen. Hopefully the team can bolster up some more protection on their servers, because other than some iffiness, this seems like an incredible time to be a TF2 fan. I really hope that the competitive update has a second, more marketable push, but for now, holy crap, I'm really happy to be playing.